All right, while our tractors are sitting out here, I've got some things I want to do to some of them. Some parts have come in the mail and whatnot, and so we're going to work on them out here and yeah, try to make some of the things a little more better. So here we go. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Ross the Oliver Man, and like I said, today we're gonna work on stuff. I want to start with, I think we'll start with the 1365 because I've got several things here in my hand that go on it. Then we'll come back to the 880. All right, first order of business for this little feller. As you may recall, last time we were driving it, the generator light went out. And after a quick determination, or what do you want to say, examination, we noticed that this fuse was blown. So we're going to try to swap out fuses and see if that doesn't happen to make all of our problems go away. Of course, it is possible that there is a reason why that happened, and we will probably find that shortly after the fireball, but we're gonna give it a shot. What's the worst that could happen, right? I thought about going to a heavier fuse because I think, if I remember right, the thing actually calls for an 8, and the best I could do with that style fuse was 7.5. Okay, we got stuff. What is happening here? We're supposed to, oh, dum-dum. Did not fix it. Well, strike one, I suppose. We'll have to investigate that more in the future. I'm not gonna do it today. It's hot and nasty out here. Did it already blow that fuse? Can't hardly say. Yeah, it looks like it might have blown that fuse already, so something else has happened. All right. Well, we'll worry about that later. I also got here in my hand a new one of these. However, I don't know that it's really leaking. I think that was kind of my imagination. I think what happened was when that power steering, I spilled it on there and the fan blew it back. I think it must have blown it all over here and it kind of dripped down on there, because I'm not seeing any leak. It's just kind of slimy. So I'm going to ignore that for now, but I've got some extras if we need it. Third thing, we just recently put our seat on the 1365. However, it looks kind of naked. And what I'm saying is, if I can get my hands free here, I just today in the mail got from Mr. Greg Davis at the Oliver Decal Place our seat decal, which should go back here as such. So I'm going to try to put this on here. I'm thinking I need this 3-point down out of my way because it's gonna jump out. Sure. Okay, yeah, that's fine. All right, because of the heat, I can only imagine that any second the camera will quit working, because that's how the GoPro rolls. I think we're gonna go with about well, I think we're dedicated to it now. Whether that's the center or not, she's stuck. Oh Yeah. There we go. Well, I'm not sure that that's perfectly in the center, but it's on there. I'll learn to love it. It should have probably went over that way a little bit more, but whatever. Actually, the more I look at it, I think I got the decal in the center and the seat is kind of off center. It looks like there's more there than there is here. Maybe I'm just imagining that. But I don't know, what do you think? I think it kind of looks like I'm in the center of the seat. And it's just that the seat is not perfectly spaced from side to side, but whatever. That is neither here nor there, because you can't even see it. I mean, see, you put this on, hidden from view. It's mainly just for me to know that it's there. Now, back to this project. I got this new grill screen for this sucker. And I don't know. Actually, I may put this one on the 770. I don't know. I ordered it for one of them, and I was thinking it was this one, but let's go have a look at the other tractor. Yes, here we go. All right, for our next project, I recently got this brand new grill screen. So we want to take this off, and I might have to set you down a minute. I don't know. Don't know if I can do all this, but we're gonna try. Okay. Oh, it is hot outside. Or not. I think of the two tractors, 770 and 880, this one has the worst screen. So we'll go ahead and put it on this one. I'm pretty sure I can get it out of here with the weights on. It's kind of a tight fit, but all right. Now, do you think a guy was smart enough to bring along a screwdriver? No, not too smart. So I will have to go back and get a Phillips head screwdriver in order that we may continue our adventure. All right. I hope this will work. It may not work at the bottom. Once again, I'm not too smart. I wasn't thinking. But I couldn't find a shorter screwdriver handy, so. What are you doing, buddy? Scratching on the ground? Sure. We make this work by cheating. Of course, this will be the one that doesn't want to come loose. Oh, you. It'll be better from the side. There. Okay. If I remember, there's a little bit of finesse to get this out of here with because of the weights, you see. All we have to do is totally dump everything on the ground, see. Oh, okay, there we go. That's nice. we'll save that. That's not too bad, but it certainly ain't as pretty as this one. Should we even, like, maybe we should rake some of this garbage out of there whilst we're in here. Should we investigate if there's any flying creatures living up there? There sure was at one time, but we're gonna just pretend that they're not. Okay. There, come on. Ooh. Ah. Almost. Well, darn. Come on. Can't do it all at once. I think our ordeal is a little bit sprung. It's not quite square. What I'm saying. There. Let's start with that one. Get them started, and then we'll hammer them home. All right, that is much more better. It covers up everything all the way. Even this little flap over the crank hole, which you don't have for one of these. I'm missing one screw, but we're probably just gonna pretend that we aren't. Because I don't really feel like hunting up one right now. This is kind of busted away from the body of the tractor, so I'm not sure how that's gonna affect us, but this was on there before. The 880 is much worse. It's way crunched up, so. Come on. Come on. Jeez. It looks more better. Now, how much headache is it going to be to put this back together? Oh, brother. Alright, we're down to one offender, and I don't know how I'm going to get it in there because it doesn't seem like it's working very good for me. I'm wondering if I'm going to be taking this all the way loose again. Jeez. Very possible that we will be taking it totally apart. I don't think I'm going to get it. Maybe I can. All right. We peer pressured that right into submission. But that looks much more better. I like it. So maybe someday we'll get one for the 880 as well. It may not be as bad. I don't remember really. Just looking at it now. A few tears in it. But the thing about putting a new one on there, you got to bend the bottom up to clear that steering motor. So that would be kind of hard to bring yourself to bend up a brand new one. But if that's what it takes, we'll probably do that at some point. So let's go on to our next project here. All right, next in our nonsense list of projects, I would like to put the original seat on this that I took off of the 1365. And I don't know what it's going to take to do that, because it appears to me that this is altogether different. So yeah, we're going to assume, which is always good. Let's stick you there. I'll see if I can move this some direction or another. Jeez. Huh. Maybe I'm going about it the wrong way. Maybe it was. Maybe I can't go back anymore. Maybe I have to go forward. All right, so in typical fashion, things can never be easy for me. Somebody has welded on this seat so that it does not slide forward anymore. And if it does, it only moves just a fraction of an inch. So we are going to try to perform a very delicate operation known as a seat delete. We'll see if it works. I'm going to position you safely here at a distance, as we are going to promptly stick this bar and see if we can't make something happen. Well, we're getting there. We're just not quite there yet. All right, the camera has the right idea. It says it's too hot to work, and I agree. But we are almost there, I think. We're entering the final stages of this very delicate procedure. Come on off of there. Oh, friends, I don't know why it won't play nice. It's supposed to be easy. Sheesh. Always park in the direct sunlight too when you want to do a simple procedure. I think we're going to take a little break. Then we'll come back and hopefully get this done. All right, seat. We've had enough of this nonsense. Let's go. You can't tell what I'm trying to do, but I'm trying to pop it out of the slide so that I can get to the bolts. There really is a method to this. It's so close, too. There. That's what I wanted to happen. Now, in theory, that tail piece they welded on there is really causing trouble. There. Nasty seat delete. Jeez. Okay. The next question. Where did I lay the wrench? And there's good news, friends. I got the head back for this. And the injectors are ready. So as soon as I get the head gasket from Canada, we'll be able to slap this back together and see if we can't get it to run. So that's coming up in a video. As soon as I get the few last pieces. We might find out that this thing is totally garbage and have to use our motor out of our one from Ohio to make it go, but we're sure going to try. See what we get. I hate to kill two tractors to make one, but sometimes that's the way she rolls. Now, of course, what I've done to myself, created another issue there. I folded metal right over top of where we need to be. Come on. Somebody went to great lengths to adapt this armchair. only to have me just totally destroyed. Oh, that's good. I hope I didn't bend any of this. Alright. Now, a smart thing to do would be to do this right. See if we can find any more of these bolts and tap those other 2 holes out to make sure they're clean, and then put all 4 bolts in. So I'm gonna go hunt up bolts and I'll be right back. Alright, well, why did I assume I would be able to find what I needed? It ain't happening today. So I'm just gonna bolt it on with 2. We will hunt up the rest of them at some other time, some other place. But at least this will be a less nasty seat to sit on when we do finally get it running or mess with it or whatever ends up taking place. I wasn't about to sit on that other seat because it probably would have given me a disease of some type. Get off of there, you. Get down. Alright, I think we're good. More better. So, like I said, that thing was garbage. So, one more piece of our puzzle. Alright, for our last part of this, let's see if we can't get the old 770 fired up here. I say old, but it's really the newer of the 770s. Flat top fenders. Usually digs post holes for me. Looks like it's been leaking gas, so that's excellent. Hopefully it will run. Now, last time I did this, there were flying creatures living in here. I think we're good, though. I might be wrong. Come on. Ah, I bet that came loose. I thought I had welded those in. This tractor, the story I got was it came from Michigan. It was traded in, or traded on something else. Ooh, I can't reach water. We'll have to check that out too when we get it out. But anyway, I always wanted a flat top fendered 770, and one came available at an auction when I was looking to buy haybine, and the haybine went so cheap I ended up buying both and hooked them together and drove it home. So, most recently, we put this deluxe seat on, which I see now has a crease in it from leaning against the steering wheel. Ah, very comfortable. Uh-oh. Battery cable problems. And the only reason it's doing that is so that I have to do this again, see? Because if I don't get to do stuff twice, what would be the point? What a sweetheart. Could use a little hydraulic oil too. this thing is a sweetheart too. I think whilst we're out, we will put some hydraulic oil in it. It needs some attention. It's got leaks on this cobbled up 3-point setup aftermarket job. The only reason I didn't take that 3-point hitch off is because it works so good with this post hole digger. But otherwise, I'm not a fan. Alright. Can we make this happen? Not without making a mess. That ought to be enough. Sure. We'll see what happens. Okay, let's try it now. Come on. There we go. Let's take her for a rip. We don't know if we have any gas, but let's just go for it. Come on. Super smooth, and that original Nelson muffler makes it almost quiet. I mean, silent. Well, there's this tractor, which I don't know that you've ever seen running, but there it is. Somebody was always asking about that. Like I said, it pretty well has lived with this on it, and that may change because people always want to borrow it with that post hole digger that's on there, and I'm thinking about just selling that thing, and then I don't have to worry about loaning it out. So anyway, I'm going to unhook it and hook it up to that probably that 415 mower maybe, and then hook that to that crimper and hook the 550 to something else and bring it out here. So then, like I said, we need to rearrange our circle a little to accommodate the extra pieces that I'm bringing out here. But yeah, and we're gonna have to also air up some front tires. I noticed that one is flat on the opposite side, probably from bush hogging. That's no surprise. And then these two, I think this one is pretty well flat. Might just be from sitting. They might air up fine. But that is a sweetheart of a tractor, another one that I didn't give a whole lot for, and I mean, it runs great. I think I gave like $1,200 for it, if I remember. Might have been slightly more, but not a whole lot. I had to, what have I had to do? Oh, one fender is different We might as well shut it off. Let's shut her down. Let's let that down, then shut her down. Both fenders were pretty rough. And so what I did was one of them was so bad I couldn't really do much with. I think I still have it. But I had a better one, and that is what that one is. That one was the original, but I had to weld it back together. It was pretty rough. This one, I think its mate was super duper twisted. And so, you know, I don't know. The nice thing about these small frame fenders, if you don't know, is that they are the same front to back. So you can use the same one on either side. The large frame ones are not that way. What can I show you close? Any of those, 1755, 1800, the back is deeper than the top. So they only go on one way. But these, they were thinking ahead and made it so you only had to make one pattern and they go on either side. So they just you change your light buckets for what side it's on. But anyway, that is a late style 770. And I think this will wrap up our video. That's probably plenty footage. Hopefully there was something interesting and all that. I don't know. Like I said, I mainly just film what I do every day. And you can like it or not. That's up to you. Watch it or don't. Hopefully you find something of value in it. If you do enjoy it, like always, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Tell me what you thought or questions or whatever. I'm trying to catch up on the comments. I got kind of behind there for a while and there was like 1,000 of them. But I feel like if you take the time to write them, I should take the time to answer them. So I'm trying to catch up. It may be a little behind, but yeah, leave a comment and tell me something. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.